Hello! No. Hi there, I'm Cristina.
And I'm Ken Dubner.
And these are your Mind Minutes.
Yes, they are. Cristina, summertime is coming, and summertime coming means it's time to wear the bathing suits, and I love that time of year. Not for my wearing a bathing suit, which has been outlawed in many states, but for other people wearing bathing suits and looking great.
So, with that being said, bathing suit time tends to be, diet time, people want to lose some extra weight. But there's always those few foods, maybe there's one or two of them that people find a hard time not living without.
Everybody has the go-to food. That one food that you know, if you could just take a month off from that food, it would be easy to drop a couple of pounds and get to that target weight you want it to be in. What's your food? For me, it's M&Ms. I'll tell you straight out. M&Ms have always been the thing. If there's M&Ms in the room,
he is obsessed with M&Ms.
I'm obsessed with M&Ms.
I don't even know why. I mean, sorry.
They're great.
The chocolate doesn't even taste like real chocolate.
They taste like M&M chocolate, and they've got the shell. Plus, they're little talking guys, and they make you happy.
Yeah, I give you. The characters are cute, but the little, okay, whatever. Yeah, he likes M&Ms, But I mean, some of you, it might be candy. It might be a certain type of candy. It might be like French fries. It might be ice cream.
Cristina, what's it for you? Bean sprouts? Some kind of healthy concoction?
Aloe vera juice.
Oh boy.
No, I do drink aloe vera juice every day.
I don't doubt it.
But I wouldn't want to not drink that because it's good for you.
Okay.
But maybe I do have my French fries. I like French fries.
Like your French fries. All right, so we have our target foods that we tend to go to.
So I want you to get a target food. Think of one food that it's like that food that you can't resist. That if it's there in front of you or somebody has it, that you'll want some of it. Okay.
Almost automatic, that kind of feeling.
Now, you know what I also would like you to do, in the same sense, just as long as you're thinking, so you're well aware of what your two foods are going to be, is I want you to think of a food that disgusts you. Like one of those foods that if it was on your plate, you'd probably puke. And some of you, it might not be as strong, but...
For me, it's aloe vera juice.
Aloe vera juice is kind of gross, everybody. But I mean, it tastes like rubbing alcohol.
I've never tasted aloe vera juice, but I've tasted other things that she likes. I'm just assuming.
Now, find a food that you really dislike.
Okay.
Okay. Liver and onions, whatever.
I love liver and onions. Am I the only human being who loves liver and onions? Chopped liver.
A pig's tongue.
God.
I mean, something that
Cow tongue. You're insulting my people's food. What's going on here? Cow tongue, chopped liver.
Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever it is for you, think of a food that disgusts you, okay? And just write that down on a piece of paper. Write down the food that you love, write down the food that you dislike, okay? And put them in two separate columns, because we're going to do a little strategy for you. A little quick mapping over game.
Mapping over. We'll call it mapping over.
We're going to call it mapping over. It's a mapping over game. And at the end of this, those foods that you don't like, many of you may be surprised that you just won't want them anymore. And it can be this simple. I mean, we're here for a 10-minute segment, and we're going to take away that addictive food that you have in 10 minutes. It's pretty impressive.
Now, there's a couple of different ways to go about taking away addictive food. This is just one of them. And as always, anything that we do here with you, it's temporary if you want it to be, because you can change it back. It's not about watching something and saying, oh, now I'm stuck with this thing. It's always about choice. We want to give you the choice to eat less French fries, or to not eat M&Ms for a month or two, or to totally say, you know what, I'm just not going to have that anymore because it doesn't get me where I want to be.
And these are just tools to utilize. I mean, of course, there's some people that, depending on how much and how often and different things, rate of consumption, you might need a little bit more than just this technique. But for a lot of people, this will work very powerfully. So
there's a chisel and a hammer, and then there's a jackhammer. This is a chisel and a hammer. The jackhammer stuff, you kind of have to be in person with us to do.
Okay. So, anyways, let's do this. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So I want you to take that food that you dislike. I want you to get an image of it. Now, this is something that you can do with your eyes open, eyes closed, it doesn't matter. I want you to get an image, visualize, imagine, picture, pretend that image. And when you get that image of that food, I want you to write down. So you're going to be writing.
Ooh. I got it.
Okay, you got it. Okay. So you write down. Is it in color or black and white?
It's kind of an off color. So it's in color, but it's not real color.
Okay, that's in color. Now, is it big or is it kind of small?
It's kind of small, and if I make it big, it makes me really nauseous.
Okay.
So I'm making it kind of small.
Okay, so it's more like a medium size. Can you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and is it in focus or is it out of focus? A little blurry or
It's in focus.
okay. Now, is there any motion to it, or
There's a
is it
motion that I feel when I eat it,
We'll get to
and
that.
there's a sound that goes with it.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Is there a motion to the image?
Yes, very slight.
Okay. Is there a frame around it, or is it panoramic view?
There's a frame around it because it's only that big.
Okay. Now, in relation to your body, is it to the left, to the right, left up, left center,
Right there.
left kind of center? Okay. And is it pretty close or kind of far away?
Right about there.
Okay. So do you see what we have here? And this is just the visual. And you can get into the same kind of questions with the feelings and with the sounds.
I am so grossed out right now. Just doing that much of it, by the way. Can we go to the good thing for a little bit?
Hold on. So on that, you're noting where the most important is for most people. I mean, some of you, if you have to get into feeling, if you have to get into sounds, those are the next layers of this.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the same type of questions. Where do you notice the feelings? Where do you notice the sounds? In what location? All of that type of stuff. But in this one, his was kind of a little, kind of medium distance away to the left and centered.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a frame around it with a little bit of emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in focus and color. Okay?
Mhm.
So noting that. Now,
And one key distinction, though, because I know where we're going with this, I have that advantage, is that the color was just different than reality. It was a little bled out.
yeah.
So that's going to be important for what we're going to do next for me.
Okay. Now, then you want to just break state, think of popcorn, think of whatever you're thinking of.
Unless popcorn is the thing you were thinking of, or the thing that we're about to go to, in which case popcorn probably isn't going to work. But at this point, having thought about that, you probably forgot the other part, so you're back where we need you to be.
Okay. And so now I want you to think about the food that you really are loving, and that you don't want to eat as much. See, look at this physiology already changing, smiling. Okay, so let me know, is that food in color, black and white?
It's in color, and it's bright and shiny color.
Okay, bright shiny color. And is it focused or out of focus?
Hyper-focused.
Okay. And is it big or small?
Big. Bigger than real.
Big eminence. Okay, and is there any motion to it?
Nope.
Still. And is it pretty close to you or kind of far away?
It's about the same distance, maybe a little closer than it
A
was.
little closer?
It's here, and
So
it's
it's-
bigger.
So it's a little off to the right
Mm-hmm.
and
a
center.
little up. A little up.
And up. Off to the right, center, up. Okay. Alright. And is there a frame around it or no frame?
Frame. An actual frame. The other one was just kind of, the frame was not really noticeable, but it framed because it was small and there was nothing else afterwards.
Okay. So we can stop right here for a moment.